Hey guys, Justin here with JKS Manufacturing, and today we're talking Jeep suspension, specifically a J-rated J-Konnect system. If you've watched any of our other videos about the J-rated suspension selling tool or the system in which we sell products, we often get asked, what is the most popular suspension system, the one that fits most needs? This is it right here. This is called the J-Konnect System. We spell it with a K, that way there you know you're looking at the right system, right? So let's get into the nuts and bolts of this guy. So we've talked before about JKS has a very certain approach to adjusting the ride height of a Jeep. There's certain things we demand be in a system. Track bar, sway bar, quicker disconnects, bump stop extensions, rear track bar bracket, okay? Those are all the base things that are gonna come in a system. Now let's expand upon that and talk about why this is such a popular system for so many Jeepers. Okay, so Jeepers, a lot of them dual purpose their rigs. They're gonna go out and trail ride on the weekends, but they need a decent commute during the week. We don't want a bunch of components that need a lot of maintenance and grease and rebuilding. We need components that are built to last, but will actually perform off-road. So, along with our track bar, using the OE rubber track bar bushings, we add in lower control arms front and rear. These massive J-Link control arms, 2-inch, 250-wall DOM. Nobody does them bigger in the industry, okay? You can use these as skid plates. But the beauty of them is they're running the OE rubber bushing at both ends. That means all those noise and vibrations and things that would come with like a flex joint or a Heim joint, that's out the window, okay? We have good ride quality, good articulation, and we've corrected geometry. In the front, we're adding 2 to 3 degrees caster back in after the raised ride height, and in the rear, we're actually correcting the wheelbase. When you lift that Jeep, you shorten the wheelbase, we need to extend that rear, get the wheelbase back. Another thing we do, stackable bump stops. This is one of my favorite things we do here at JKS. Every system comes with stackable bump stops. If you're running 33s, 35s, 37s, or even 40-inch tires, those all require a different bump stop to keep the tire out of the fender, keep full turning radius. I would hate to run just a generic bump stop extension for everybody because everybody's different. This allows you to custom tune the suspension system to your customer's vehicle. They're gonna love that. That is a huge selling feature. Another selling feature, dual rate springs front and rear. So important. Stored energy, ride quality, and spring-free length. The longer the spring, the longer the shock. With solid axle suspensions, the longer the shock, that's our suspension travel limiter. More shock length, more wheel travel, right? Which makes everybody happy. That goes back to that dual purpose, on-road, off-road. This particular kit, we've got the Fox Adventure Series shock. This is an internal floating piston shock, race-bred technology, 5/8 shock shaft, powder-coated steel body. It is inexpensive for your customer. It is something kind of between the twin tube and below the crazy remote reservoirs. It gets them that Fox shock, gets them that performance at a cost that, A, you can make money on, and B, they're gonna absolutely love. Sway bar quicker disconnects, another one. There's no point in getting all this off-road performance and then leaving the sway bar connected and limiting it, right? We invented these things back in 1989 when JKS was founded. Many have copied, many have even tried to duplicate, but the original JKS quicker disconnect is in every system we offer. Geometry is so important both on-road and off-road. Off-road, we need geometry that allows the tires to move up and down and articulate. On-road, we need geometry that doesn't dart all over the highway. Track bar adjustment in the rear is extremely important. We need to lay that angle flat. We've just lifted the vehicle and thrown that whole instant center off, so we adjust the rear track bar height. Rear sway bar. So many people say, oh, I'm just gonna disconnect the rear sway bar, get rid of it. Don't. That is actually really, really important, and one of the reasons why Jeeps perform so well off-road. We keep that tight, and once the front end, disconnected is up over the obstacle, the rear is planted and driving forward. We're gonna adjust the link, get that in the back to a neutral position. So again, this is the most popular system that we sell. It covers 90% of Jeep owners. I've wheeled this on the trails of Moab and the Rubicon Trail and all over the country, had a great drive to and from those trails from Michigan, and I come back home, no maintenance, wash the Jeep, get ready for the work week next week. If you want to learn more about this J-Konnect suspension system or any of the JKS products, swing on over to jksmfg.com and take a look at all we have for your ride.